So you purchased a vehicle. Maybe you purchased one of these 2.7s or some other vehicle, truck. Let's pretend you just purchased your dream truck. And so what did you do? You went home and you joined the Facebook groups for that truck, and you just found out that you bought the biggest pile of crap potentially that you've could have ever spent your money on. And what do you do about that? So the internet is a world of misery for anybody who's trying to do any research on any vehicle that you might relatively remotely be interested in. So what is this that you can do? Are you doomed forever? Check out this view. Oh my gosh, what a sunset. And what's crazy is the sun actually sets back over this way, but the sunset is like right behind me towards the north. Very interesting. Well, there's a few things you need to understand. First of all, the internet is a cesspool of anything goes. It is literally Pleasure Island on the internet. Anybody can say anything, make a video about anything, post a response, complain about anything. But I want you to just level set just a little bit and understand that whenever you go online to research basically anything, you are going to get the absolute worst case scenarios, except for people who try to, tell the truth. Kind of like me. I want to just show you real world what it's like in the life of a 2.7 liter turbo owner who also uses it to tow massive loads. So that's what my channel is about, and various other sundry things. But whenever you go to like the 2.7 liter forums, you're going to be inundated with people that are having problems. And here's just a grim reality that we all have to deal with. Number one, not many people go on a forum or on a Facebook group or anything else to just gush about how great their stuff is. And so people will jump online and talk about every little negative thing that they can about these trucks. I can't. So I'll give you an example. These trucks have active fuel management. I'm speaking specifically about the 2.7 liter. And just the way it works, if you're under no load at like 25 miles an hour, just rolling down regular city street, guess what? You're going to feel a little bit of shudder. The engine's trying to decide if it wants to be a 2-cylinder or if it wants to be a 4-cylinder. So whenever active fuel management's on, you're going to feel some shudders at light speed. If it's doing active fuel management at higher speeds, it's not going to. So people will jump onto the Facebook groups and say, oh no, my transmission's gone out because of this little bitty shudder that only happens at 31 miles per hour. And guys, just calm down, okay? Calm down. Your truck's fine. More than likely, your truck is just fine. And so people are discouraged from like either purchasing one, or then they start getting full of regret, thinking that something's wrong with their truck. And guess what? I hate to be the one to break this to you, but you need to understand that any mechanical device that you buy, any tool, any truck, any car, any house, anything that you buy is going to have problems. And so what do we do? We work through the problems as best we can. We try to understand what the main gotchas could be, and we try to work around it, right? So I've been doing some diesel research. A couple videos back, I was talking about considering upgrading to a 3/4 ton truck, and in that research, I researched diesels. And let me tell you guys, if you think the 2.7 liter Chevy has issues, you need to go research some of those diesel forums and those diesel Facebook groups and that sort of thing. Those trucks, my gosh. And I don't think it's actually like the truck's fault, which leads me to my next point. A lot of problems that people have with their vehicle is owner induced. All right, if you follow the maintenance schedule, you don't beat up on your truck. You don't do burnouts in your truck. You don't, do the whole rabbit hopping, red light to red light racing all the time. You're probably not going to have like mechanical failures outside of normal wear and tear. Now, every now and then, of course, you'll get some crazy catastrophic failure. And that happens, I've got one person, two people on all my videos, and I've got 1.5 million views or more on the channel, or 1.3 million something. Anyway, it's way up there. I've had 2 comments of people talking about failures on their 2.7 or a 2.7 that they heard of somewhere else. I've never actually talked to an owner who's had a failure of a 2.7 liter, just FYI. And it was kind of the same thing that happened with the EcoBoost back in 2011, whenever that came out. Man, the internet was like raging against that. The twin turbos are gonna fail, twin turbos are gonna give out, and blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what? I've never actually met anybody in 13 years that's had a catastrophic failure of an EcoBoost in an F-150. I've had 2 catastrophic failures of EcoBoosts in my household because my son managed to blow 2 of them up. One of them might not have been his fault, but who knows? He'll own it. He'll own both of them. And why was that? Because he was hot rodding it and he was tuning them. They weren't in F-150s. They were in his Focus. ST, I think is what it was called. That was owner-induced. Most failures like that are going to be owner-induced, right? I mean, if you take care of your vehicle, you change the oil regular, you service the transmission, you service the differentials, you service the braking system, you take care of your things, they're going to take care of you. But you got to know, like, eventually your stuff is going to break. That's just the way it is. Now, whether you're in warranty or out of warranty, whatever. It doesn't, I like consider all warranties pretty much garbage anyway. And if they actually pay, it's just a bonus. So I just, warranties just don't matter to me. I try to do most of my own work anyway. Anyway, this is not a warranty video. If it makes you feel better, you can buy the extended warranty. I've spent several thousand on extended warranties, and I've literally wasted the money, so I don't know if I'm ever going to buy another one. But guys, just if you're interested in a vehicle, do your research. Try to find the most boring model that doesn't have a lot of failures or anything like that, and just buy that one if you're really worried about reliability. I know Toyota's got like a nightmare scenario on their hands right now, but I think that they're stepping up to the plate and they're going to take care of it. But their Toyota Tundras, man, whew, I do not want to be in one of those right now. And a lot of that's, maybe internet hysteria too. But whenever the manufacturer steps up and says, we're going to replace 100,000 engines, that's a big deal, guys. That's a big deal. Anyway, if you have questions about a vehicle, what you should do is you should go to the manufacturer. Try to look at the data yourself. If you really want to know, you can Google it. It's a Google search away. And you can find out if people are really having these kind of problems or if it's more internet hysteria from people who don't even own the vehicles. And so, I don't know if that helps anybody. I hope you guys got a little something out of that. But if you got any questions, let me know down in the comments below. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Bye, guys.